Hello, everyone, and this is episode 16. And if you're wondering why this is being uploaded backwards, it's because I'm trying to clear out the volume. I will be posting today and tomorrow. Hopefully, maybe if I'm insane, to all of it today. So here's the final episode. Spoiler alert for anybody who did not watch the final episode. Let's go. We do basically a recap of both of the relationships, as both characters Sugam and Siri is redlining, one her in the hospital in Seoul, and him in North Korea in the ambulance. With Sudan finally telling Sugam that she likes him. But Sugam dies, but Suri doesn't. She kind of flatlines, but then comes back. The North and South make an agreement for everyone to keep their secret for about 5 years to bring people back. So basically, the North is releasing people that from South who they assumed were spies. There may not be. And they are releasing the people from the North, basically the army guys, Raijong, and basically he's going back. Ranjan's father makes a deal with the general to basically say, if you say something, then I'll start saying something. We both gonna go down. It's a mutual destruction. He agrees, but then he says that for this agreement to work, the military must be leading the deal. So basically, the military that are going to pick them up from the line. Sunri gets news that he'll be leaving, and she's happy that he's safe. Her mother reevaluates how basically tells her that even though he's leaving, while she was sick and critical, he never left her side. He didn't eat or drink waiting for her. On the bus back, the men talk about how happy they are that she woke up and that she's okay. They think about the news, seeing that they'll never see the place again. And basically they're sad, but also that they're happy that they get to go see their family again, and it's a special moment for them. All of them go across, and everything's kind of scary. They are, basically getting locked in chains again because they did cross. And he actually goes across, and that's when she finally shows up because her mom does these incredible driving and gets there just in the nick of time. He literally crosses to come embrace her. Everybody pulls out their guns because it's like, oh shit, did he just defect? No. He just wanted to hug her for that last time and say his goodbyes and basically say, I love you. And they're both crying, and then everybody's crying. And so they're traveling to the destination. Renjon's mom basically tells his father, because he's, in his all military general garb, to make sure that he comes back home alive. He tells him, of course I am. This is my son. I'm going to make sure everything's good. I just, I need to, I'm going out, and he promises her that he's going to come back. The general tries to do a fast one because he knows that Ronjong has all the information to take him down, because he has all the emails, because he showed him. And just because he had a deal with his father don't mean he ain't gonna fuck him over. And I would too. Fuck you and all that you stand for. You try to kill me, you could have killed my girl. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Excuse me for my language, but real. But, how many times did they tried to kill this woman? All because he got ruined. He was a thief. And he was a liar. That's what happens to those kinds of people. So I wasn't worried about that foolishness. So they pulled to the side. Instead of going to the rendezvous place, they try to pull a fast one, try to execute them in the forest. Rajan's father says, we ain't for the foolishness. He pulls out comes out of nowhere and saves them. And the funny thing is, my bong actually, just when they're about to shoot him, gets in front of Raijong, basically because he's like, you know what? Let me try and save this man's life because I couldn't save your brother's because he was my only best friend, and the other guys kind of cover dude, the youngest, try to save him, and Raijong's father comes up and the general tries to shoot him, and he went pop pop. So no more of that. It's kind of a great moment. Everyone comes back. Raja's mother embarrasses him by crying hysterically, hugging him. Mong Bong family cries, hugging him, saying that they're so happy. Then you go to see Sudan family tries to talk to her, explain, maybe you should move on with your life and try to explain stuff. But she basically says that because she can't really explain everything because there's a lot of information they shouldn't be knowing. But basically that, the guy Roberto is not coming back because obviously he passed away. And that she just comes out and says she wants to be, left alone, and that she doesn't want to marry dude, Raijong. Back in South Korea, Suri's brother and his men are saying that they are set before. So Sudan then decides, okay, you know what? I can't have everything. So what I am going to figure out is the fact that I'm going to get revenge because fuck all this shit. So she makes a plan. She contacts people through China and basically gives all the information to take down Suri's brother and to bring to justice everyone. And she meets Manager O and basically tells them, the people who are still in the country, they ain't gonna come out alive. They did. And all the other information, all the links and stuff like that, everybody who was in cahoots with the foolishness, they go into jail. So she sends the information via China to NIS, and they get arrested because once again her brother, who is as ignorant as hell, tries to put everything on his wife, but he'd been trying to kill his sister too. So, but his wife is more for with it. And it's funny because later in the episode, the after part, epilogue, I guess, his mom is talking to her about the fact that he's getting divorced. You getting divorced? Who the fuck cares if you go into jail for espionage and all kinds of other shit? What the fuck? He is stupid. He a dumb. Maybe your wife, maybe if y'all keep it together, y'all maybe not go to jail for the next 20, 30 years. And so, that's sidebar of that. Sudan gets her brother to basically set up this account for musical geniuses in Switzerland because many countries in Europe allowed North Koreans to I wouldn't say migrate necessarily, but travel there. United States ain't one. If you find somebody in North Korea, call the police. Maybe I think Mexico allows them. Because Mexico allows a lot of ratchetness. But mostly South America allows that shit. But and so she comes back and forth, waiting for him to come back because she hopes that, because they say, well, one day we'll see each other again. Because the funny thing is that before he left, he post-dated messages every day for 1 year. And so she's hearing all this stuff and she's thinking to herself, well, you know what? I'm going to meet this man again. So every year for almost 3 years, she goes and tries to see him. And she has a scholarship. And finally, the last year, she finally, after paragliding, she finally meets him. And it's this magical moment. she before she's meeting through the text message, she starts to live again and be happy. Sudan says that she believes that she'll never marry, but she's happy and she will find success, and she's doing concerts in Russia, and so she feels complete in her life, and it all basically works out. Everyone gets the thing. Her brother gets to run the company. She gets to run her company. She basically gets to do all the things that Cherie's Choice, special thing for the she did for the spring for when she came back was that she put pictures of all the village women on her makeup. So because she knew that in North Korea they get illegal makeup because anything from outside of North Korea is illegal. So she puts it on, basically saying that she remembers them and then she cares about them, and they are special edition, and all of his names and his pictures, and this magical moment, and it's this nice thing. Everybody kind of, Sudan gets to have knowing that even though she doesn't have that love, she feels fulfilled as a human being. Rojong gets to, once a year for 2 weeks, gets to be with the love of his life. I wouldn't say it's the most greatest moment because that's kind of, they can't get married. It's not like she can, it's not like the United States where they'll just can pop out babies and like, where'd your baby come from? I don't know. South Korea, they don't really do that. That's kind of scandalous. So I don't know. There was always a controversy about the fact that it's not realistic, and it makes it seem like people can see each other anytime they want. And the realistic thing is, everybody probably would have been killed. Let's be real. But because North Korea ain't for that shit. But I always like to say this, and I want to be honest. It's not real. It's a drama. It's centered around South Koreans. So just enjoy the story. I wouldn't say it's an A perfect. I wouldn't say it's a C. I would say it's a B minus kind of story. Because as much as it's good action, good choreography for the fight scenes, and good romance, it's not really realistic to life. And it's kind of hurtful for the people who are left behind, whose families are separated because of North Korea, and the people who did get raped and killed and all this stuff to get to South Korea. It can be disrespectful. But once again, it's a drama. It's not real. Don't actually think this is what could actually happen. But it's a great story. I'll see you guys later on the next story. All right, bye.